We're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Kinetica, aka Sweetie the racing game. Unfortunately, we're going to be staring at a guy's butt for the next hour. So, Kinetica. Where to begin with this? We have these racers dressed up in kinetic suits that allows them to travel across walls and ceilings at over 300 miles an hour. And trying to wiggle my way past everybody here. So, you have your boost speeder up on the right. You can get boosts by doing stunts that I've been doing. You can get them with power-ups. Or you can do a different method called boost siphon, which I will explain in a little bit. If you get 5 yellow crystals or 1 red crystal, then you will receive a power-up. This power-up that you're seeing right now is called Infinite Boost. It's self-explanatory. It gives you Infinite Boost for a short period of time. There is also Super Boost, which is the power-up that we want to get the most. It replaces your regular boost meter with a super boost meter, which allows you to go beyond your max boost top speed. Like for Razzo here, his max boost speed is like 310 miles per hour, but with super boost speed, it allows you to go to 350 miles per hour, and that's the same for all the bikes. All of them go to 350 with super boost. Let's see here. And any boost effects will get that super boost effect as well, such as from the boost pads, from drift boosting, which I will explain as well. And oh man, it's hard to explain these mechanics. Do this game at the same time. But let me explain the other power-ups. There's 30% boost, self-explanatory as well. There is faster stunts, again self-explanatory. Man, a lot of different boosts this time around. It allows you to do stunts more quickly in a short period of time. There is also burst attack, which is the only offensive item in the game. It emits a short shockwave, EMP shockwave, I guess, for kinetic bikes, and it basically stuns everybody within a radius of that shockwave. 9 times out of 10, though, it becomes really useless because you're going to be so far ahead of everybody else that it really doesn't matter. And then there's drafting, which I just activated. And what that does is that you see these this cone that it's emitting from behind the other racers. If you basically draft behind them, you'll receive boosts towards your boost meter as well. But 99 times out of 100, it becomes the most useless power-up in the game. You don't get much boost from drafting, and it's pretty difficult to get behind the other racers anyway in the first place. So that was Macropolis. I haven't had time to explain that. It's a pretty basic track. So is Lost City. Lost City is one of the more linear tracks in the game as well. Not many alternative paths here, but you're gonna hear me clacking away on the analog stick as I do these stunts. But the stunt combo, I guess, that I do, it's more easier. Oh, I should have gone to the right side. It's more easier to do, and plus it gives you more boost in the end. So as you do stunts, you can combo stunts together, and of course the bigger the combo, the more bonus boost that you'll receive at the end of that combo. And basically, to do a stunt, you have to hold the stunt button, which basically makes you lose control of your bike like, you can't turn while stunting. So you have to basically stunt during straightaways or while you're in the air like this. And one thing that you're going to see me do is something called drift boosting. What that is that when you go to a turn and you brake, you'll go into kind of like a skid as you're turning, kind of like drifting. And if you double tap the accelerator, that allows you to get a short boost of speed like that. You're going to see me doing that a lot during this run, and it becomes much more helpful, especially during some of the more tighter turns in the game. And this game is just basically knowing what paths to take, because there tend to be like a lot of paths on some of these tracks. I gotta brake for this part, otherwise I'm gonna bonk out against the wall. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, there we go. That's Lost City. Okay, so coming up is Electrica. This features prominent use of boost pads. Oh, I didn't do a delayed start right there. And this is a good time to explain siphoning. Basically, what you do is you hold down a button, and this allows you to basically siphon the boost from the boost pads. So that allows you to save up boost for at a later time. You won't receive the initial boost from the pads if you're siphoning, but it allows you to use that boost at a later time. But one method that I use is something called siphon mashing. What I do is just basically mash the siphon button so that I can still get the boost speed from the pad, but I can still siphon the boost as well. So it's kind of a win-win situation in that regard.
First attack.
And the Electrica tracks are some of my favorite tracks. They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to race in. Basically because of all these little twists and turns, along with these boost strips that are scattered throughout the tracks. And trust me, we're going to see more of that in at a later time. And basically because you can still maintain your top speed. I don't know why I drift boosted there. But you can basically maintain your top speed throughout the entire track if you're very good enough at it.
30%. Super boost.
Alright, here we go, super boost. So as you can see here, I don't have to use as much super boost because the boost strips basically give me that super boost effect anyway.
30% boost.
Alright, so as you're coming off a jump, if you boost as soon as you land, you'll maintain that speed that you had while you were on the ground. And that also pertains to super boost speed as well. Like if your super boosts end while you're in the middle of a jump, if you were in like say 350 miles per hour during that super boost before that jump, then you'll still go to 350 miles per hour if you boost as soon as you land. So that's pretty helpful in maintaining that speed.
Orbital junction.
So orbital junction,
2, 2, 1, 1.
we're going to do a delayed start right here, which I should have done from all the other tracks. And what that does is, well, for a delayed start, if you run into anybody while you're doing stunts, then they just basically break your combo, and well, that's it. They just break your combo, and they slow you down as well if you run into anybody. That's why I do a delayed start, so I can build up boost and not have to worry about running into anybody, and I can just use that boost whenever I want. So with Orbital Junction here, there's a handful of different alternate routes that you can take, specifically just rotating yourself onto the ceiling and whatnot. These track designs tend to get a little crazy, especially during the later courses. Like right here, you can grab this red crystal right here. And if we're lucky, we'll get either the big two, either super boost or infinite boost. And if you're quick enough, you can grab that red crystal that was on the other side of that the Forkin path. All this talking, I have to focus on where my boost meter is at. Oh, come on. And drift boosting helps out a lot too if you were slowed down a bit. You can see faster stunts getting into effect here. Okay, there we go. Infinite boost is like perfect for this part right here. And we're gonna start overlapping everybody. There are times where I just like tap on the boost button to get like short bursts of speed. That's just to maintain my top speed at times, because you don't use as much boost when you're just boost tapping as you are just holding down the boost button. So we're going to do another delayed start here just to build up some boost. We're going to be taking a big shortcut here anyway, so hopefully we'll be in first after that. Right here. Do a little drift boost right there. And second is about where I expected it to be at. Now we're going to take this little ramp right here. This allows us to get more boost from the pads and allows us to get another power up. Grab this red crystal right here. At least we're getting boost power-ups and not like drafting. Faster stunts is okay. We'll use it on this part right here. It's a good opportunity to do that. Learning how to drift boost, it takes some getting used to. It's like you know how to do it, but how to use it effectively, because when you drift boost, if you're quick about it, then you can maintain the speed going out of that turn as you did going into that turn. Like here, no, I didn't do that right. Just if you do consecutive drift boosts effectively, then you can basically maintain your top boost speed at all times. and I'm still trying to figure out how to exactly do that. Oh, I was lucky. So basically, I should explain the all tracks category. Basically, it's just doing all the tracks in the game in any order. So you can do this in any combination of single race and season mode. Obviously, we're going to choose season modes because we can go through each of the tracks more quickly, aside from the 3 bonus tracks in the game. So now we're going to head into Electrica 2, Electrica Boogaloo. This is actually the longest track in the game, and it gets pretty linear in the first part. It's actually mostly linear throughout the entirety of the track, aside from one part, and I did that wrong. Luckily, you could just reset your bike at any time. So. But the last third of this course features a lot of boost pads, so we'll be expecting to go fast relatively soon. But just the hardest part about this is just trying to get past everybody in this first third or so, first half, I guess. This part, it gets a little bit more lenient because there's a bunch of wide open space. A lot slower than what I would like. Let's go.
First attack.
Okay, so now comes the fun part, where it's just constant boost pads all over the place, and it allows us a good opportunity to do some siphon mashing. And here, the rubber banding from the AI tends to get a tad extreme, even though you're going top speed all the time. They're still like right on your tail. Hopefully I got someone from the first attack. And we run up against that wall on purpose, just to slow us down for that ramp. Otherwise we will either fall off the tracks, or we'll just go up against the safety net, which slows us down even more. So we might as well just reset at that part. So while this is going on, I think I should explain my bike choice, Razzo. Razzo is the best character in the game, without a doubt. Mainly because of his cornering. Now, obviously some of the characters in the game have better cornering. That's actually bad for a game like this. Because with the high cornering, if you go too fast while turning, you'll skid out of control. And you'll be seeing that constantly if you, with some of the characters that have the high corner. But with Razzo, you can just like hold the analog stick left or right, and he'll go left or right without skidding. So this allows me to have better control and allows me to make some of the more tighter turns more manageable, without having to worry about skidding out of control as well. Right up against the wall. Alright, super boost on this part. It could be a little dangerous, but we just need to... Yeah, it just falls right off the track. I was going too fast. Now for this part right here, I used to go up to the top part of the track because the uppermost part has like a very large boost strip up at the top. That allows you to get a lot of speed and some more siphon mashing on there. But getting up there actually takes a lot more time than just going the normal route. And that in turn helped me shave off like a few seconds off just from that.
Master stones.
And if I was better at this would have been a sub 5-minute run, but that's okay. It's gonna be a few seconds off of that. Okay, so up next is Cliffhanger, and Cliffhanger has the only non-intentional shortcut in the game that I discovered. And it's a pretty big skip. It saves about like 10 seconds, so we'll do that when we come to it. But Cliffhanger used to be the longest course in the game before that skip was discovered. And I missed all of those crystals. That's the only reason why I took that ramp. Oh well. So here we go. Big shortcut coming up here. Right there, that was perfect. Alright. So that shortcut alone, that saves about like 10 seconds per lap. And I'm not sure if it actually is intentional or not, because the cliff that leads up to that shortcut that ramps you off across the gap, it looked like it was made that way. So who knows? But it's a pretty big time save. And even if you don't make it all the way across, you can just reset your bike and it'll just be on the other side anyway. This part you want to grab as many crystals as you can, but doing that and doing stunts, it gets more difficult, I guess.
Master stones.
Yeah, for those two shortcuts, you want to slow down, otherwise you're going to run face first into the cliff walls. There we go, that's better. Again. Alright. Not as good, but it still works. Now for this part right here, it slows down a bit. So you have to like switch between boosting and doing stunts just to try and maintain over 300 miles an hour. Okay, there we go. Super boost. That'll help out a lot. And here we're gonna ramp up over this wall. If you don't like lift up on your bike as you're going up that ramp, you're just gonna hit the wall and then just land on the non-shortcut side of the route. Alright, so brake here so we can safely get across there. There we go. Alright, super boost. Pretty good. You always want super boost. Although for this part right here, it's going to be a bit tricky. We're going to probably overshoot it by a bit. Oh, and we're just going to fall. Okay, good. I was worried that it'll put me too far to the left, that it'll put me at a non-ideal position, to say the least. And there are at times where when you go off of an edge, like, I guess it's hard to explain. When you go off an edge, like a short jump or whatnot, like a non-ramp kind of deal, you tend to hold on to that edge, and you'll just fall straight down and lose all your speed pretty much. And I don't know exactly what causes that, but that tends to happen, and it gets pretty annoying at times. And I just like lost all my speed right there. 426. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. I'll give it that. That's still good.
Gabriel's horn.
Alright, so up next is Gabriel's Horn. Gabriel's Horn features a lot of alternative routes, but we're just going to be mainly going the main route. So another delayed start, doing all these stunts to build up boost. So now we're going to be drift boosting on this pad. A bit of siphon mashing. And hopefully this is where we pass the good majority of the field. Oh, I lost all my boost for some reason. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so hopefully Ram's in a good position. Okay, that was weird, but that'll work. Like I said, drafting, not an ideal power-up at this point in time. Now for this part right here, we just drift boost a lot. That was pretty much perfect. At higher speeds it becomes more difficult, but you just gotta do it more quickly. Oh my goodness, there are people passing me. I was not expecting that. Yeah, the rubber banding tends to get out of control at times.
First attack.
Speed as I'm supposed to be getting. Okay. Hopefully we're separated enough from the others. Okay. That is the worst possible ramp RNG that you get. Not exactly RNG. It's on a global cycle, but still. Save. That's actually kind of useful in this later part of the course. Okay, that was decent. Just enjoy the soothing sounds of my click-clacking of the analog sticks as I try and. Oh, okay. That was kind of lucky that I didn't like go out of control there. Okay, that's perfect. I guess I should mention the soundtrack. The soundtrack to this game is really good. A lot of electronica and a lot of, I guess, some trance, some house beats. And that was Season 2. And at the end of each season, if you beat the season, then your rider will be unmasked during the celebration. But unfortunately, I'll be skipping that part. So we'll never know what he looks like for now. Alright, so Neocropolis. Some of you that have played the demo of this game might recognize this track. And it's a tad annoying trying to muscle your way past everybody. Might as well just... Vigor, please. Might as well just sit back and try and get some boost. Hopefully get this red crystal. Okay. That was a good opportunity to get past everyone. There we go. And we're just going to ride this super boost out. Hopefully we'll make it on top of this platform right here, which we will. Just bonked against the sign for good measure.
Burst attack.
We'll just use this burst attack. I don't think anybody's going to be coming over soon. Let's see here. I'm gonna say about Neocropolis. There's like a bunch of different side paths that you can take, but obviously they are all very slow.
Super boost.
Oh man, super boost is pretty good.
30% boost.
So we mainly just be sticking onto this middle path right here. So now we're just gonna lift up on the bike. Hopefully we'll make it on top of this platform on the other side. Perfect. Almost I messed that up. I don't know what happened there. And I don't know what happened there. That usually never happens. So I didn't know what to do there. Just going to be taking the safer drift boost route.
Super boost.
At least we've been getting constant super boosts, so I'm happy about that. Alright, go on. There we go.
Drafting.
Alright, that was pretty good. Okay, there we go. Now we get the red crystal? Yeah, we do.
Burst attack.
Unfortunately, it's a burst attack, so that's unfortunate. Oh, I ran out of boost. That's okay.
Metroscape.
Alright, Metroscape. Oh, what to say about this? There's one big shortcut at the start, which you usually can't tell if you're like driving past it. But it's a big help in separating yourself from the rest of the pack. For that part, you always want to go on the right side, the right path. Because the left path is basically a much longer right path with a red crystal at the end, which is definitely not worth it. For this part, it's just going to be a lot of drift boosting to get past these hairpin turns. So that was beautiful. Oh, almost didn't make that. I don't know why he's get out of control there. I guess because if your bike position is not like straight as you're coming off of a jump, then your bike will start to skid, and then you have to. Oh, I just bumped against the wall. You have to like either boost or try and straighten yourself out for a good amount of time before your bike starts, not skid anymore. I don't know why I didn't stop on that part. I was just siphon mashing that part instead. Alright. Good and bad part for Super Boost. Good for obvious reasons. Bad is just like there's a lot of turning. And there's not much opportunity to take advantage of that Super Boost.
Infinite boost.
For this game, keeping an eye on your boost is really important because you don't want to be running out of boost at the most inopportune times. Alright, so Emerald Eve. This features a good use of half pipes. And it's kind of difficult to drift boost in these half pipes. It tends to get a bit wonky. I can't really explain how, but it makes drift boosting a bit more difficult. So shortcut right here, we'll get a good amount of siphon mashing. And then super boost. Awesome. As you can see, even though we're out of Super Boost, we can still drift boost to get that Super Boost effect. Oh man, and this has my favorite song on here. Really good. And I suggest you listen to the soundtrack on YouTube whenever you get the chance. Alright, so this part we go onto the right side, obviously, because we get all these boost pads that we can siphon off of. And we want to try and get into the middle to get that red crystal, but somehow we managed to get it anyway, so that's pretty good. Also, fun fact. Another fun fact about this game. This game uses the Kinetica engine, obviously named after this game. It is also used in other PS2 titles, such as God of War and God of War 2. So, that's interesting, right? I don't know any other games that use the Kinetica engine. Just those two God of War games are the more notable ones. super boost. And just ride out that super boost effect up until that turn. Getting lucky with the boost power up so far. And this first half of the track allows for ample time to do stunts and all that. But there are times where I tend to just like boost through it because I have enough for the second half of this track. Almost went bad right there. There we go, that's perfect. Although, getting that red crystal didn't count because we were in the middle of getting a power up anyway. That's fine. We'll just boost our way to the finish. Yeah, 4 minutes. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Alright, so we're on to Electrica X, the Electricaning. This is the final track of Season 3, and features more boost pads, especially during this shortcut right here. It's just a highway of boosts, just waiting to be siphoned off. And here we're just going to boost our way through the piston hallway. Of course, those beams of light tell where those pistons are. Of course, if they push you up, then you basically fall off the track. So, best to be careful on that. And again, this track, along with all the other Electrican tracks, you can easily maintain your top boost speed throughout the entirety of the track. So, that's what makes these Electrica tracks so fun. For this part here, we're just going to slow down, take this ramp, because if we go too fast, then we'll bonk our heads on the tunnel, and that causes us to fall down. Now for this ramp that leads up to the shortcut, we have to hit it at a specific point, otherwise we'll just fall off the track or hit the shortcut at an awkward angle. And you could basically tell when the pistons are going to be coming up, so that you have like ample time to avoid them. Alright. Now this part right here, there's that ramp that leads up to the shortcut that's up above, but it is definitely not worth it. You have to go through like major hoops to get to that shortcut, and it leads up to this ramp that you basically lose control after you head towards the ramp. So I just like bounced too far on that. So unfortunately I'll lose that super boost power up. But as I was trying to explain the shortcut, the quote-unquote shortcut, just going through all those hoops just to get to that shortcut isn't worth it. It's basically what I'm trying to say. On the super boost though, because we'll be in a better position for this ramp. I don't know why Razzo is getting out of control for that. Like, I was braking, but I was still getting a straight position for that. But, oh well. So that is it for the season tracks. Now we're gonna head on over to the bonus tracks. And starting with Suicide Slide. You unlock all these bonus tracks for getting firsts in each of the seasons in the game. And Suicide Slide is actually the fastest track in the game. And you're going to see all these different routes that you could take, but they just take up too much time. So we're just going to take the main route, hopefully not run into too many people. Which we will, because they're jerks like that. Oh my goodness. And these bonus tracks tend to get a bit more difficult. Just because, I don't know why, but in single race mode, the AI tends to get more difficult than their season AI. Not sure exactly why. As we said, nothing too special. Just the main route is a lot faster, just with more straightaways, more time to get boosts. And oh, okay. Like I was about to say that taking that ramp might not be too bad because it's a little bit faster, but it takes a lot just to try and get on that ramp. Not going at the pace that I would like to. But let's try and make it up here. Alright, come on. There we go. Okay, that was pretty good. Alright, so that was it. That was Suicide Slide. So now we have to do some careful menuing. Try not to mess it up. Alright, there we go. Lost City 2. So Lost City 2. This is actually the most difficult track in the game. It's not because of the track itself. It's pretty linear and pretty simple. But because that it's linear, all the AI are like right there on the track, waiting to just like bump you around and slow you down. So I just tend to hold back on the first lap and let them do their thing, and try and collect crystals along the way. Although I only got one so far, that's pretty bad. So I'm gonna have to actually take the ramps to try and collect some of these crystals, which is a lot slower, but does he not just take that crystal from me? Okay. That's something. Okay, so second lap is where we're gonna make our move. Have to be careful about not falling off the track. You can easily do that for some reason. Alright, we're gonna use that. Can't believe it didn't get the person in front of me. That's weird. Great. Some siphoning. Okay. Because once we separate ourselves from the rest of the pack, it becomes a lot more manageable. And it just becomes a simple track to race in. Have to build up some boost. at this point, it's tough to tell if I'm even going to get first place. But for all tracks, fortunately, it doesn't matter if you get first place or not, as long as you like do all the tracks. There we go. Gotcha. Alright, not exactly what I wanted because I had like burst attacks on both of the power-up pickups that I had, but that was kind of clean. And, you know, it could have been a lot worse. Kinetica is available on the PS4 and the PS2. I'm playing on the PS4 version because the loading times are a lot quicker than the PS2 version.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so Orbital Junction 2, the final track. Oh, I almost forgot where I was supposed to go. And this track always features the song If I Survive. I forgot the name of the artist for that, but it's really good. I don't know where I want to do with this one. But, I didn't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. Means I'll just go this way. And this is one of those tracks where I have to, like, really focus. Because this is not in a position that I want to be in right now. I guess I could have saved that for later. Alright, this upcoming part. If you're like really good, you can drift boost the entire way without slowing down. But it's really difficult to do so. That infinite boost was really helpful. Okay, hopefully we'll get a better lap 2. Again, this features like a lot of alternative routes just by going on the ceiling right here. Oh, hopefully I'll make that. No. That's unfortunate. But at least we'll hopefully make it through this part. There we go. There we go. Got the rip crystal. Unfortunately, it's drafting, so that's pretty bad. And I usually take this right route because it tends to be quicker if you're good at turning. There we go. That was pretty good. And plus these boost pads help out a lot in maintaining your top speed. So that you can do more stunts. As you can see, those drift boosts help me go 310 as I go out of that turn.
30% boost.
Okay, let's see what we got. More boost is fine. I'm okay with that. So despite me struggling to find conversation topics, I hope you enjoyed this run of Kinetica. It's really fun. Again, it's available on the PS4 if you have one. Check it out. It is challenging, but I can tell you it's worth it. So time is coming up very shortly. Time. So that was Kinetica. I hope you guys have, again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for